Member, he's one who contested for the DP presidency. It did go his way, but want to understand it's political season now. What are his calculations? What those people who are loyal to his views and beliefs, what is their plan? What is he telling them? And because we know it's just a month away to the nominations of members of parliament, but also in a short time we shall be seeing those vying for presidency. Good morning to you, Honorable, and thank you for welcoming us into your home.
Good morning to you, and good morning to our viewers, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. We last saw you or spoke to you during that time when you are going to, just after the race for the DP president, that it didn't go your way. You've been away. What have you been up to?
Immediately after the Mbarara and whatever happened in Mbarara, of course I had to consolidate my team and also focus on the best remedies of what happened in Mbarara. The best remedies were petitions with the Electoral Commission and also a court case. Both of them have not yet been scheduled for hearing. The petition has not been, with the Electoral Commission has not been scheduled for hearing, and also the court case has not been scheduled for hearing. It became a story. But we also had a problem that the Democratic Party structures in the diaspora, the Boston chapter, All-American chapter, you would say, European chapter, South African chapter, and others here in the Arab world, had in the Middle East, had depreciated. And with what had happened in Mbarara, we had completely lost touch of the diaspora, all our international relations. Remember, just before Mbarara, I was the deputy of the diaspora and international relations. So with what happened in Mbarara, people had been demoralized, people were crossing to NUP, people were crossing to DF, people were crossing to all this. So there was a need for me to strengthen the structure and give them hope, inspire them to know that Mao is not Democratic Party and Democratic Party is not Mao. And I told them that even if Mao died today, or the whole leadership of Democratic Party that decided to swear in itself died today, tomorrow we will be nominating as Democratic Party members. The same applies to any other party. Even if Bobby Wine passed on today or whoever, God forbid, the parties will still nominate their candidates. So I had to inspire them and show them that actually there is a difference between a party and its leaders. The party will always have its values. That's why we found it after 70 years. But then the leaders can change anytime. Also, presidents change. The Idi Amins were here, the Who's were here. Today we have Museveni. Another one will come. This land will stay.
You know, when you talk about inspiring them, even during this time when you've been away, we've seen your colleague, Honorable Michael Lumebaiga, crossing from DP to People's Front for Freedom, PFF. And he was also, of course, vying for the presidency. We've seen other members of parliament crossing to NUP. So people are wondering, what is the next game plan for Honorable Richard Sebamala? He's also crossing to one of these parties. Is he going back to DP Balintuma to seek a ticket? What is your game plan for now? The ticket is for Democratic Party. It is not for Mao and Siranda. Actually, whether they are leaders or not, even if, that's what I said, even if Siranda left today, the next person that will be in office will sign. What I'm asking,
I'll go back to Democratic Party. I am a Democratic Party member, 100%, 311. I'm not going to PFF, I'm not going to DF. I've been approached. My compound has seen vehicles, very big vehicles, requesting me to go as a presidential candidate in other places. It is true I went to Mbarara when I want to be a presidential candidate. And it is also true that I'm tussling it in my head whether I should stand for member of parliament or I should continue and stand for presidency. I am not standing for presidency because I am greedy. It is because there is not much we can change in parliament.
Make this clear. You say you are standing for presidency. Is it for DP, for national presidency?
Like I said, I'm still tussling it in my head whether I go for MP or presidency. I'm already a national leader. I know everyone. I have structures in almost every village, up to Kalong, up to Kareng, up to Arua, Zombo, up to Chisoro. I have structures in the whole country. So I'm asking myself, am I adding value as a national leader at parliamentary level, or I can add more value as a president of this republic? So the thing is, do I have the resources? Do I have the structures? Do I have what it takes to go on and fight to be president of Uganda? Yes, I have everything I need. The question is, do I make more sense at my position, or I make more sense at the other?
And the question is,
and that answer I'll give in 2 to 3 weeks.
And the question is, if you make your way to go back as a member of parliament or as a president, you will not carry the whole Nkumbi. You will not be on the DP ticket because, one, you haven't gone to pick nomination forms at Balintuma for
Not
MP,
yet.
And you don't have the ticket as a sitting president of DP, so you cannot. Those people who voted you as a DP member, those who have DP beliefs, will not go for you, will not go with you, will not work with you.
Nobody does not believe that I move with truth and justice, with anything that I am. Even if I remove this shirt and put on a red one, the country knows where I stand with my values. I stand with truth and justice. That's all. That's all that matters. Even if you came in with people power, and you came in and you were the best leader, you've been voted in, and then you don't have truth and justice in your heart, there is nothing you're going to change in this country. Whether you come in with PFF, come in with DF, come in with whatever color, and you do not have values that can take this country forward, you're there for nothing.
Is that a jab to Honorable Rumewaiga, we know that he's also DP in spirit and in blood, but he's now crossing to PFF?
I doubt his values now. DP members do not change like leaves, fall off like leaves. DP members, as you've seen the president, he almost wants to come back to DP, actually. If you looked at what President Museveni is doing today, you would think he wants to come back to the Democratic Party tomorrow. We were at DP, all our area of Kashari, Kazo, Chikasi, there, Wichiro, our whole place was DP. It's only that UPC was disturbing us. That was his last statement. The other day he said, when I left DP, DP ended. We are here. We still have a constitution. The other day he said DP, he always has to assert to DP because he knows what it means to be a Democratic Party member. He knows that when he tells this country he was once DP, what it sounds like in our grandfathers and their children and us, the grandchildren. So he always asserts because he knows DP is stronger than anything, and it has structures all over the country, and it is the only party he has failed to successfully destroy. The other is, as much as he has made a fool of us, we have remained strong and we have kept quiet. We recently in the Mbarara, when we were in the Mbarara Delegates Conference, we actually showed him that DP was just a sleeping lion, just ready to grab power anytime. So he doesn't understand how DP all of a sudden emerged with these young people. For me, what I've discovered in this world, what the Ugandans need is a Uganda without corruption, a Uganda that is fair to everyone, a Uganda that people have jobs, a Uganda that, and this can only be achieved when we have leaders with values.
Let me tell you,
I sincerely, even if it were you, Stephen, I would work with you because you have values. It doesn't matter where you come from, how you look like, but provided you have you're enrooted in values that will take this country forward. You're the right person doing the right thing in the right time. You don't like embezzlement. You don't like corruption. You want to punish those that have wronged this country. We shall move. We shall take this country forward. But if we start moving with red, yellow, blue, green, this is where we have put our country now.
Let me tell you something that has been happening while you were away. Is last week on Tuesday we saw a group of young people 2 weeks ago who stormed the Electoral Commission in industrial area. They are showing the dissatisfaction with the leadership of Norbert Mao. We saw another group which dumped piglets at the party headquarters along Balintuma Road, and people are saying that these are all machinations and works being fueled by Honorable Richard Sebamala. These people are being used by you to destroy the party or to fight Norbert Mao. Is that so?
I don't. That is not my way of fighting. That is not my way of fighting. That is very shallow. That's not my way of fighting. But I have a way that I am fighting, and Norbert Mao is feeding it. The first place is not the gazetted Democratic Party president. So we wonder what he is. He's so in. He's not gazetted. It's just a month to elections. He can't even stand for presidents of Uganda. I'm already fighting indirectly. I have ways of fighting, better ways of fighting. I was in Jinja yesterday unveiling. I was in Jinja the other day unveiling Ismail Chiria as a member of parliament that is going to stand on Democratic Party ticket.
No, as you unveiling as who?
Yes, as Sebamala Richard, the leader of DP Greater Again. I unveiled him. The crowd loves him. He's going to go. I was yesterday in Kagoma unveiling another person. I've been invited to Nakapiripidit for the Karamoja Festival. I'm going to Zombo. There is a lady that wants to stand, I guess, because the women leaders from Zombo, they might not give her the ticket, but she's very ready to stand. And I'm trying to source for them funding. I'm trying to mobilize for them the Electoral Commission to give them the registers. What Norbert Mao is supposed to do is what I'm doing. So he's technically not doing anything. So I have better ways of fighting Norbert Mao by doing his work.
Okay, I have to.
But not piglets. But I don't disagree with the people that took the piglets and also went to Electoral Commission with pumpkins. These were just signs of those little actions that do not, are not seen. In Luganda, it says, obubonero obulabika, obulaga ekitalabika. Now, akabonero, what that sign of piglets shows that you're greedy. The sign of pumpkin shows that you're double-faced. You're in yellow, and you also want to be in green. The Democratic Party, these guys, I called and asked these young boys, why are you doing these things? They told me, we realized that the accountability of the delegates conference was over 2 billion. Over 2 billion Ugandan shillings is what they used down there. That was okay. I went ahead to look for service providers. One of the service providers told me he was told to inflate the receipt.
So throwing piglets at the party headquarters would be the best way to seek for accountability.
Somebody said they inflated the receipt for stationery and other things by 258 million.
And that
makes more than a pig, actually. You become a hyena. So these young boys do things that, when terrorism, how terrorism started? It's when the voiceless realized that actually there is nothing they could do about what was doing about them, apart from them terrorizing these people. That is how terrorism started. So now this whole thing that you're seeing of pigs, pumpkins, and other things yet to come, by the way, because these people are greedy, these people are illegitimate, these people are not supposed to be. And for me, I don't mind whether they give me the card or not. All I know is the card is for Democratic Party.
With all this infighting within DP initially had 9 members of parliament within its 11th parliament, but now it's left with only 6. Do you envisage Democratic Party, Uganda's oldest party, having more numbers than it has now in the coming polls?
Yes, of course.
Why would you think so?
Because the leaders are stand by truth and justice. They are going to vote the members of Democratic Party because we stand on truth and justice. At least my part. Those that have moved with me are those that believe in truth and justice. Those that have moved with a normal system, we have seen them. We have seen Kajimu celebrating the victory of Norbert Mao, which was on television, and everyone saw that actually it was wrong. We have seen We have seen very many people celebrating. We have a person that was given to be deputy treasurer, and they were just called on phone. They didn't even pick nomination forms. They didn't even pay for so people will not believe in such a leadership. So, but there are people in the Democratic Party that are true to this country, are true to the values of their forefathers, are true to what Democratic Party represents. We are here, and we shall give them support, and we shall show them to the world. You will vote them because they will go to Parliament and stand by those values.
Thank you so much, Honorable Richard Sebamala. Finally, your last word to Ugandans, especially with your campaign of Make DP Great Again, as you go for a short commercial break.
What I can tell you, my brothers and sisters out there, we have been in the 11th Parliament. You've heard everything that has been in the 11th Parliament. It has not been about who is yellow, who is red, who is blue. Because you saw the red people you saw red crossing to yellow, you saw green crossing to yellow, you saw yellow crossing to other parties. That is what has been happening in Parliament. So at the end of it all, it is about you to vote your true values, to give us the right leaders. Actually, I was on one of those TV stations, and I told you, the quality of Parliament is what you, our voters, bring to Parliament. If you bring us thieves, you'll find thieves here. If you bring us whatever you bring us is what we are going to you find in Parliament. So get the quality leaders for your place, but consider values. Values, 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 not colors.
Thank you so much, Bukoto Central MP, Honorable Richard Sebamala. We wait to see what his next move is, and he says in the next 3 weeks we shall be able to know how he is able to play his cards. Now we take a short commercial break. Morning at NTV continues. Chris Igenyi, Romeo Busiku are with other guests in the studios.